the action. Yeah, ho, we tapping and passing like magic. No, we not asking, we see it, we grabbing. Diamonds, they flashing, go blind when I'm passing. Mask on, I'm clapping, no mask on assassin. Jugging, we snatching, all black is the fashion. We not the same, bro, just look at the fabric.
Hey, what's good, everybody? It's your boy Common. We back with another video, man. Real quick, man. Let's get into it real quick, man. This video is gonna be about numerous things, right? One, let's talk about our quarterback, man. Is Dak finally starting to get his flowers? We're gonna start off with Dak first, man. Is he starting to get his flowers? Matt Rhule, the head coach of the Carolina Panthers, the 3-0 Carolina Panthers, who come into Dallas this week, is going to be a real test. I mean, they're not going to have Christian McCaffrey, but they do have a particularly strong wide receiver core, in my opinion, with DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, the other rookie guy that they drafted. They're pretty good. They're pretty good when it comes to the wide receiver core. Sam Darnold who I always thought was a solid quarterback who played for a terrible team. I'm not sure who their backup is, but be fun to watch, man. Be a good, interesting test this week. There's not an opponent at all that you could sleep on. They got a lot of young talent. And 3-0, like, kind of shows that, you know what I'm saying? But Matt Rhule says he's been overly impressed with Dak Prescott, and even went on to compare him to the Drew Breeses and Peyton Mannings and like people of that nature when it comes to him operating at the line of scrimmage. And it's like, wow, like, but what I would say is, for about a year and a half, 2 years now, I felt that way about Dak. I just think Dak is one of them guys that, because who he played for and who he is, it's just automatically, people automatically have that he's okay. But you know, I think he's starting to get, like even last year or the year before last, when he threw for 4,900 yards. I mean, you can see things clicking for him and him having command of the offense. Up until last year when he started the pace that he was on, due to the defense being so terrible. I think people just like to chalk it off as they're not playing winning football or things of that nature. But on the flip side, if you get a guy like Pat Mahomes putting up the same numbers because their defense is lacking, or anybody, it was just Justin Herbert. Like if Drew Brees was throwing 5,000 yards, like for a perfect example, Tom Brady's going through the same thing this year. Now, Tom Brady is the GOAT, so everybody's going to push it off as that's just Tom Brady being Tom Brady, you know what I'm saying? But certain people never get that respect, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, I feel like Matthew Stafford's starting to get respect because he always had the talent, but he's never been on a winning organization. And they're 3-0 too, so he's getting, rightfully, he's opening people's eyes like, oh, maybe he's better than just the stat stuff on a terrible team. Because at the end of the day, man, football takes 11 guys on each side of the ball. It's not one person can't do it. Like, Pat Mahomes is amazing. He's not out there playing pitch and catch to himself. Yes, the throws from the platforms that he throws from is amazing, such as yada yada. But you just need to have people there to play what for you and play with you and be available. You know what I'm saying? So I just think people are starting to see, like, his worth and the competitor he is, and how, what I've been saying, I always said this, as long as you have a top 10 quarterback that you can be in the game with at all times, I feel like that should be good enough to have you. That should be good enough to be, if you got a couple of weapons, that should be good enough to have you hover around the 8 and 18, right? Now, when you add in the good offensive line, then you add in a defense who can take your turnovers, a defense who get off the field, I feel like you're a turn from the 8. That determines whether you're a middle of the road, mediocre 8-8 team to, okay, they got a good defense, so that adds 2 wins. The offensive line, they can run the ball, that adds a win or 2. Now that will elevate you to 11, 12 win team. In my opinion, that's always how I looked at it. Like with Green Bay, with Aaron Rodgers, it's only but so bad they're gonna get. As long as you got Aaron Rodgers as the Devontae Adams and he can still run the ball and with Adams and stuff like that. Just off that nucleus with their defense struggling, they're at least an 8-1 team. Now once the defense comes a la last year, once the defense comes around and they add things to the mix and now they stopping people and things like that, now you're in the NFC Championship game. Sometimes football is that simple, man. And I think Dak deserves all the praise he gets. The defense, he got a young defense that seems hungry, flying to the ball. This the hungriest I've seen our defense in a while. So, like, maybe if we could put together a complete season, he will continue to get elevated in them talks where he should be in the upper echelon of the league, man. That's just my thoughts on that, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Always remember, like and subscribe. It's your boy Colin. Salute. We out.